So you've got this amazing, world-changing idea, and you're ready to build an empire. But there's one thing standing in your way: funding. And that first hurdle, which is often the hardest, is the pitch deck. Today, we're going to build the blueprint for a pitch that doesn't just get you seen, it gets you that meeting.
So, what's the big question here? It's not about flashy graphics or some 50-page business plan. No. Investors are pattern matchers. They're looking for very, very specific signals that just scream success. So, let's break down exactly what those signals are.
And this, right here, is the absolute core principle. Your pitch isn't just a story about your passion. Think of it as a business case, tailored to answer an investor's questions before they even have to ask them. Your job is to make their decision to invest feel easy, obvious even.
First up, the foundation. This is where we prove what you've actually built, and we cover the magic that makes the whole thing work. Okay, rule number 1, and this is a big one. Forget the technical jargon. Seriously, forget the industry buzzwords. If an investor can't immediately grasp what you do, they are not going to invest. Period. You have to explain it so clearly that a person completely outside your field gets it instantly. So how do you build this slide perfectly? You cover the basics: the product name, its core functions, and where it's applied. But here's the real game changer: a single intuitive diagram. You have to remember, investors see hundreds of these decks. Their brain power is limited. An investor should be able to look at one image and understand your entire concept. Okay, so they get what you do, awesome. Now we've got to show them how you do it better than anyone else. It's time to pop open the hood and take a look at the technology that's powering your solution. Look, this isn't a deep dive into your code. It's about highlighting what makes you special. Is it your unique algorithm, your data processing? Pinpoint your core competency, and then, and this is critical, back it up with hard numbers, quantitative proof, key performance indicators, and then show them where you're headed with a clean, one-page tech roadmap. And this is exactly what we mean by quantitative proof. Don't just say your AI is highly accurate. No, say, our algorithm achieved 98.7% accuracy in testing. You see the difference? One is just a vague claim, the other is a powerful, undeniable fact. And trust me, investors are moved by facts, not fluffy adjectives. All right, so you've established what you do and how well you do it. Now you have to answer the next big question. Why are you going to win? This section is all about building your competitive moat, proving you have a defensible, profitable spot in the market. This is the question that is echoing in the back of every investor's mind as they're reading your deck. You have to remember, they've probably seen dozens of companies that sound a little bit like you. Your job now is to prove that you're not just another option, but you are the only option that makes sense. You know, a simple comparison table like this is honestly one of your most effective tools. It lets an investor see your advantage in 5 seconds flat. Whether it's a key feature you have that they don't, or a better price point, this visual does all the heavy lifting for you. A competitive edge is totally useless if you can't turn it into cash. Your business model slide needs to answer 3 questions with crystal clarity. Who, precisely, are your customers? What specific value are they paying for? And what's your pricing structure? It's really that simple. And visualizing this is absolutely key. A simple chart can show investors that you've thought deeply about how you're going to make money. Are you just relying on subscriptions, or do you have multiple streams like data sales or setup fees? This shows you have a robust, well-thought-out plan for bringing in revenue. So far, we've really focused on the here and now. But investors aren't just buying your company today, they're investing in your vision for tomorrow. So now we shift our focus to the future, your plan for growth, and the people who are actually going to execute it. A good roadmap needs to be in phases. For seed-stage investors, those first 1 to 3 years are everything. You need to be incredibly specific here. What are your marketing tactics, your distribution channels, your key hires? Then you can zoom out for years 3 to 5 and talk about those bigger goals, like scaling up or expanding internationally. And you have to connect that strategy to the results. This is where you show how your detailed plan translates into tangible growth. A simple bar chart projecting your revenue for the next 3 years makes your whole vision concrete. It turns your strategy from just a story into a real financial forecast. Of course, let's be honest, an investor is betting on the jockey just as much as the horse. So the final piece of the puzzle is your team. A slide that introduces your key founders, your advisors, and any important partners. That provides the essential proof that you actually have the expertise to make all that growth happen. All right, we've covered all the individual pieces. Now let's assemble them into the final blueprint you can use as your guide. Here it is, your entire narrative flow.
It starts with your solution and your product, which is proven by your technology and KPIs. Then you establish your unique edge with your differentiation and your business model. After that, you project the future with your strategy and roadmap, and you seal the deal with your world-class team. That is the story that gets you funded.
Look, following this framework gives you the best possible shot of getting past that first gatekeeper and into the room where the decisions are actually made. The blueprint for a successful pitch is right here. The only question left is, are you ready to build it?